Welcome back to HoloIndex. Today we are breaking down the Pokémon TCG market. We'll look at which singles are rising and which are dipping and which seal product to invest in right now. Let's get into it. So first on our list today is Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base set. It is actually rising for the month and the year. This card in particular has experienced a bit of manipulation early on. However, you see that from right here, it went up to as high as $63. Can you imagine $63? Now it is, you know, starting to climb up, starting at it hit the low of 26, $23 in June, and now it's steadily rising. It is actually up for the month. It's a little bit down for the, oh, it's actually up for the 3 month as well. So Drowsy is one of the cards that is rising. This card on our list is the Charmander promo from Obsidian Flames. It is actually at its peak right now, all-time high at $40, a whopping $40 for a near mint copy. High for the month and also high for the 3 months as well. Now, those for you that's been here for a while, such as myself, for years, remember when this card was just a measly $8. That's when around the time that I actually started to buy into this card. And now it's just been steadily rising and rising up to the top. That is our second card of the day. Now, our third card that is rising is actually the Hentei from Crown Zenith. This is one of the dogs that are featured in Crown Zenith and is actually up for the month and the 3 months. Let's see how about the 6 month. The 6 month is also up too at its peak high. Now you could have got this card for $20, 20 to $30 for the longest. Now it's at its peak and it's on its way up. Crown Zenith is the last set of the Sword and Shield era and is now finally starting to see gains. And this is just one of the cards that's actually hitting the ceiling. Now, the next card on our list is Team Rocket's Houndoom. This is actually the cards that are falling in price. Right? When at first release, this card came out as actually a $20 card and rised after up into $21. And now it's been steadily decreasing. I can see this card easily being a $50 card, easily in the near future. Now, is Destined Rivals primed to have a restock? Absolutely. Still early. Can happen. It's not a promise, but it can happen. With things going ahead with Mega Evolutions, a lot of these sets may not. However, Destined Rival being such a fan favorite set, I can definitely see this having a reprint in the future. However, this is not financial advice. But for me, I am starting to pick up this card. I feel like this is a great price at $19. Can it go down some more? Absolutely. But for me, I'm starting to pick it up right now while it's cheap. And falling is a Mimikyu promo from Paldean Fates, which is a very, very popular ETB right now. You know, with the Bubble Mew popping off, a few other cards, the Mimikyu is prime. Now, it just recently went up on a spike to $12, and actually, it's not saying here, it was prices up to $15. It was selling at. Now it's starting to drop down into the $9, $10 range. Still a great card, you know. I have plenty stock. I was very fortunate to get into this card while it was $1. But at $9, especially seeing what the Charmander promo did in Obsidian Flames, the Mimikyu is definitely prime to, you know, follow its path. I can definitely see it, especially with the Bubble Mew being in its set. Now, the next item on my list that is sealed, that is a great buy right now, is the Twilight Masquerade ETB. It just dropped in GameStop. I was lucky enough to able to go to my local GameStop, and to my surprise, there was like 6 or 7 boxes available. So you know, I had to at least grab one. Now, if you do have a pro membership with GameStop, you're actually able to get two ETBs versus just able to grab one. I bought it for about $56 after taxes. Now on TCG Play, you can get it about 67, $66. I don't see this box being cheaper or at this price for a long time. This was easily a $90 box for the longest. And I'm guessing with the GameStop drop, it definitely suffered a bit. However, this is definitely a great price to buy this box in. Personally, I'm gonna keep it sealed for now, just because of the hit rates in Twilight Masquerade is pretty tough compared to other boxes. I mean, the Eevee is definitely a great card to pull out of here. That's one of my chases for sure. Obviously, the Greninja is another great chase card coming out of here. This is for the hit rates. Personally, I'm gonna keep it sealed, especially if it starts to bounce back up. Easily a $90, $100 box. There's still some cards you could buy into, and then there's also some sealed product to get into now. So it's a good time to get into any product, singles especially. Hentei's going up, Charmander's going up, Drowsy is going up despite being manipulated. All right, and that'll be all for the video today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.